John Lee, St. Louis Real Estate Investors Association. Um, what is today? Today is July the 10th, 2026. And I just got a few announcements and then we'll get started here. Let's see here. Couple of upcoming events. I do want to mention that one of our members, longtime members actually, Dave Randolph, he's a short sale expert and he's got a free 3-day masterclass coming up at the end of this month. So if you're interested at all in finding out about that, you don't have to be an expert to know some of this kind of stuff. But David is very knowledgeable on that. And I'll put a link in there if you want to check that out. And I've also got I'll put the upcoming events. I got a little PDF again I made. Of course, every Friday we will be here. The only other special event that I'm going to mention right now is we do have Victoria Cowart coming back on August the 14th, which she's from Pet Screening, as I know a lot of you guys were here for that. In the past, she did have a special event a couple of weeks ago on the new HUD rulings too. So we'll have to get some updates on that. But she's going to come and talk about property budgets and financing with the pets because I think a lot of people missed the boat on there, at least from talking to her. I know a lot of you guys do follow her, and she's pretty good one to know. So we'll have her on. That'll be August 14th. There's a couple other things, but I won't get into it right now. But I will put that in the chat for you here too. I do have, let's see here with all the links on there and there. Oh, I see there's David Randolph right there. Yeah, in a few minutes, maybe we can get you to talk about your master class. I just mentioned that. So good to see you, David.
Yeah, no problem. I'm down here in Branson, Missouri at my short-term rental, getting my 100 hours in so that I can write it off as a tax deduction. Uh,
Oh, that's a great place to be too. In fact, we were just talking about Branson a couple weeks ago at the Missouri Tax Sale Seminar. They're actually looking at maybe having it in Branson next year,
well,
towards the end of June. So,
Silver Dollar City is putting in a $1 billion facility resort, and I'm like a half a mile from it right
wow,
now. And I think they're charging like $579 a night for their rooms. Uh, and
wow,
that's for a room. I've got a two-bed, two-bath condo, like across the street from it. So, so it's
wow.
going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's a great place to. We haven't been there in a couple of years. We've got a property actually there that I bought from Taney County from far back taxes a couple of years ago, and I just got a phone, or actually, I talked to her on the phone, but I got a letter from the Parks and Recreation Department from Branson, and they want to possibly use our property for one of their trails that they're making. So we're going to go down towards the end of the month and talk to her. So that'll be interesting, and I'll kind of let you know how that goes. But it's a property we paid $100 for it,
Well,
and
I
I
got,
found out I overpaid by quite a bit
oh
because
my gosh.
yeah, Taney County is one of those counties that lets you make bids on the properties. I bid $100 for the property, and she took it. And then I talked to a guy who bought 42 properties a few years ago. He only paid $1 a piece for them, so
Oh
I way
my,
overpaid.
wow,
So,
wow. Well, I got
but
a place for you to stay when you come down.
okay, well keep that in mind because next year it looks like the tax sale seminar will be there, and we'll know a little bit more when Scott releases that coming up here. So yeah, that'll be great to know. So
Yeah.
yeah, good seeing. We'll let you talk about your master class in a few minutes here. Let's go ahead and we'll get started here. Let's see here. I was Laura. You're over there, aren't you? You want to give us our disclaimer? No virtual Laura today. She's in town. So
There we go. Can you hear me? I'm trying to get my headphones to work and it can't, I don't know why. It works. I can hear them, but then I can hear my computer too. So that's messing me up. Good morning and welcome everyone. First, I'd like to do a bit of housekeeping. Feel free to unmute yourself when it's your turn to speak. Please be mindful of everyone else by muting yourself while others are speaking. You're welcome to put any contact information that you want to share into the chat. We meet here to share deals, look for deals and solutions we have in need with our real estate. We are not your financial advisors, attorney, or accountants. We do not endorse or recommend any specific solution or contractors here. You're advised to do your own due diligence to your own satisfaction before you invest. The first Friday of each month is Ask the Attorney with Miss Catherine Davis. Our meetings are typically recorded, so only share what you want others to know.
Thank you, Laura. It's good to have you back with us today, too, I might add. You've been quite the traveler. I know some of it was for funerals and things, but it's good to have you back. I see Dana and James are back, too. Looks like you guys have been gone a couple weeks, and Dave Soda, a couple other people. I don't know if I can see everybody. There's Brian. He's back, too. So
Hey
good
there,
to see
John.
y'all. Good to see
Might be
you.
seeing us on the big screen.
Uh-oh. The big screen.
We were extras in a movie the other week.
Oh,
So that was a very interesting and fun time.
where was that at?
And last week we just plumb forgot.
Where was that at,
Up
Dana?
on the hill.
Oh, okay.
On the hill over there. Someone had told us about it and we went and did that. It was on the hill in like the Beaver Mill area that over there.
Wow.
So that was fun.
Well, let us know.
And it
What
was all day.
that was a movie you said?
Yeah, hopefully someone will pick it up and you may see us on the credits or something. So
Oh. Well,
yeah,
you let us know about that.
I will.
Thank you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
that sounds great. Movie stars, boy, you just never know who's going to pop in anymore.
I bet that was fun. 'Cause I was an extra in Gone Girl.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was fun.
When was that, Dave?
What's that?
When was that?
Oh gosh, it's been a couple years ago. It's that movie Gone Girls with Ben Affleck.
Uh-huh.
So it was a big movie. So
Oh wow, it's on Netflix now, trending like in the top 10. We just watched it again. I need to look for you then.
I'm there. I'm by the bar. So it was it did a lot of filming in Cape Girardeau. So that's how that came about.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
Wow. Very nice. Boy, we're just amongst celebrities today. Well, glad you all were able to make it out of your busy schedules because I know how those reviews go.
Yeah, I didn't know if we'd have to go through their agents next time. I don't know.
We might. Well, I see Missy here, so at least we have an inside there. So, okay, well, we might as well get started. Well, David, you want to tell us about your master class coming up here? I know, we've known you for quite a while. You've been a valued member of our group, and I know you're the expert in that area. And you had something you put together, free. I believe it's 3 days. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, it's I do it a couple times a year. It's a 3-day master class. It's July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And just so you don't get fired from your job, okay, the recordings will come out each day at 5 o'clock and stuff. So if you can make as many days as you can, and then we'll have recordings out there all the way till Sunday evening. It's a master class. It's going to be going through the current conditions of where the banks are at now, and then what the short sale process is that I've been doing for 16 years, and I teach people all across the country how to do it. And tell you, John, what's really been changing lately isn't the quantity of the short sales, like more volume, but rather is the desperation of the banks and the discounts that they're giving on your offer to the bank with it. They're just doing crazy, ludicrous things. Like one bank, they did their own appraisal at $198,000, and you'd think that's what they'd want for the house. Instead, they accepted our $96,000 offer before we could even try to dispute that or do something. They just accepted our $96,000 offer. Well, we took the house, closed on it right away, of course, and then did about I call it $20,000 in demo and some landscaping. So we put it right up back on the MLS at 116, okay, with it, didn't do any rehab, and sold it that very day for $285,000 cash. That's the desperation that the banks are doing now. And I'll talk about that in the master class and why that is. And I go through the whole process of the short sale and how to do it on there. So John, you probably have some kind of link that they can put in there or something on it. I could probably find one later on.
Yeah, I put a link in the chat there, and I also have it on the PDF I put in there on the upcoming events.
Yeah, register for that. There's a bunch of free stuff that comes with it too, some bonuses. And I love teaching this. I love watching people's eyes light up when they go, especially the experienced real estate people that have tried short sales in the past. Because if you ask them, 10 of them, 11 will say they hated short sales. And then they get down there and go, well, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. And all that frustration that they had, they just didn't know what to do. And so I love teaching this little 3-day masterclass, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Get on there and learn more about short sales.
And you said that you have the recording at 5 o'clock every day. Is that correct?
Yeah, because you can not probably not make all 3 days because you've got a day job. And I always tell people, hey, look, just invite your boss to sit down on the Zoom session with you, and then if you both get fired, maybe you can go off and do real estate together. He's probably getting paid more than you, and he can be your hard money lender, maybe, right? Or something like that with it. But yeah, I love teaching it.
Well, you also do some lending too, and we just had somebody a couple weeks ago or the last couple weeks
Asking
asking
about
about that. Do you want to mention that real quick? I mean, that's a little bit off the subject, David, but I know
Yeah.
you do have some funds that you do lend out.
Oh yeah, heck, I've been teaching people how to do short sales for only like 5 years, 6 years, but I've been lending for 15 years. And so my heart is to help new people get started. So I give them the money to buy, the money to fix, the money for the points, and the money for the monthly interest payments. You literally need $0 on your rehab, no credit score. And we don't look at that. It's all about the property. I give you my material suppliers, my product SKU numbers. And if you're in St. Louis, I even give you my contractors. Out of St. Louis, I help you find contractors. And it's a pretty popular, successful program. It's for new people. As a matter of fact, all you got to do is text LEND. I'll put this in the chat box. Text LEND to my number at 636-685-2990, and that will send you the 4-page lending document. And so I've been lending like that for many years. There's a lot of the stuff that comes with it. I help you through the critical path. Every project's got a critical path. I help you sell the house and stuff like that. So it's like I said, for new people that are getting started. If you got an 800 credit score, go to the bank. Okay, go to one of the hard money sponsors we used to have come in on the group. There's a lot of banks and places you can go to, but if you want to learn how to do the rehab and have support behind you, then I'm the guy who can lend to you and make it help you be successful. And it's all across the country. I lend in New Jersey, not real happy about New Jersey, but I lend, all across the country and stuff.
Okay, and that's just you text Lind, L-E-N-D, to 636-685-2990. I see you put it in the chat. Very good. Thank you.
Hey, Dave, you still don't give out your painters, right?
Eric, yeah, you wanted my painters. I said you got to join the lending program to get my contractors. Did you ever retire, Eric? Did you actually finally retire?
Yes, I did.
All right, that's what I want to hear. I remember, when we first talked, you were getting ready to leave, your job, and I'm glad you finally did it. What are you doing then? Did you get into real estate doing rehab?
Yes,
What are you
actually,
doing?
I had a few. I bought over the time for a few lots.
Oh, okay. So you got some lots.
Yes, I have 5 of them right now. I've sold 3, and I have 5, and another person want to sell me one that's near mine's right now.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like you got the deal in our book, but yeah, it's good to see you, Eric.
I just joined up for your program too, so.
Very good. Yeah.
Eric,
Okay, and
Eric, you don't look retired. You told
he's
me
having fun.
you told me when you got retired you was going to get a toupee, and I don't see one.
Not yet.
Very nice. And I see we have Norm Bennett up there too. Norm, I welcome. And Norm did a workshop for us a few weeks ago on he's actually got a new book out. It was the let's see, it's called The Frugal Homeowner Guide to Remodeling. And you did a workshop for us, and we were going to do one again. We just haven't scheduled it yet. But Norm, you want to tell us a little bit about what you do there and about what you taught us there?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Um, I've been a general contractor my whole life, and the when the design build firms and the big remodelers started quoting 100 grand plus for a master bathroom, I started helping homeowners just manage their own projects. So it's a it's a theory, it's not actually my entire business. I'm a general contractor and I've got to, I still have to eat. But what I really enjoy is helping the homeowners when when they've received some really outlandish quote and they find me and we can just walk through it together and usually cut that bid in half, with me helping them. So I charge them a small fee and just kind of be there looking over their shoulder and helping them. And so I really enjoy that. And I'm hoping that part of my business will continue to grow because I've been doing this a long time and I certainly don't want to put the tool belt back on. So that's basically where I'm at in this process. So I wrote the book and I love giving that to people, because that just kind of pulls back the curtain because I was behind the scenes in a couple of pretty big companies too. And I saw their profit margins and the way they operated and and the sales tactics. I was just so shocked at how that works. There's a lot going on out there, and I think the consumer needs to know. So I've always wanted to be able to share that with the consumers instead of one homeowner at a time, kind of doing it over a larger format. So I changed my website to that and I wrote the book. And oh, I'm going to be teaching a class at the St. Louis Community College in a continued education course for homeowners who want to do their own remodel. And so I'm excited about that too. So.
Okay, and what's the best way to get a hold of you, Norm, if we'd wanted more information?
I'm happy to just give you my number and text me or call me 573 And another thing for realtors and why I'm so drawn to realtors are, you might have that property that you just don't know about. How deep is the rabbit hole? And I've just looked at thousands of properties and I know what the red flags are. And, sometimes for a couple $100, you can get me out there, let me give you a good detailed report on it. And you'll either feel a lot better about your purchase or you'll decide, let's pass on this one. But I'm here to help in that regard too, from a realtor's perspective.
Okay, and let's see. And what is your phone number there, Norm?
573
Again, yeah.
218 2114.
114. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. And if you don't mind putting that in the chat for somebody that wants to write
Oh
down.
yeah, I'll do that right now.
And also, if you do happen to have a link for your book, I know it's available on Amazon, if I remember right.
I will do, yes.
And if you could do
Because
that, that'd be great.
sometimes, I mean, for you guys that are experienced, just reading the book may be all you want to do. You read that and you're like, oh, okay, I got a good couple of tidbits out of it and I'm happy and move on. So yeah, I'll put both those in there.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank you.
When is your course at St. Louis Community College?
Well, they just offered it to me and then they said, but we're going to be working on it for quite a few months because they have around 600 continuing education courses. So it's going to be next spring is when it actually comes out in their pamphlet. And hopefully I can share that with you guys, a link to the website at St. Louis Community College.
Would you consider doing a class to have a barbecue in John Lee's backyard?
I would absolutely love that. Yes.
Okay, let us know when, John.
Okay. Well, actually, we talked to Norm. He did a workshop for us a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to have him back. He was going to do one, I think, next time on the order of operations.
Yes.
We talked about that. That was one of the questions that came up because a lot of us don't know the order. I know when we built our place, we didn't always know what should go in first and second and all that. And you'll kind of get in each other's way. And Norm, he did a great workshop for us before on the scope of work, whether it's worthwhile for you to do it yourself or not. And that was just what, about 3, 4 weeks ago, something like that. And we're going to have another. We just don't have it on the schedule yet, Bobby, but we will. So keep watching the emails, and we'll let you know as soon as we can get that on.
I have got to say, this is exactly what I've been looking for years.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
that makes me feel good because it's all just in theory. It just I woke up one morning and was like, I'm going to write this book and I'm going to help people understand this process. And when you hear $100,000 plus for a bathroom and $200,000 plus for a kitchen, you're talking about the upper 5% of society. People people don't want to get upside down in their house. And if those are the numbers that are out there, what are they going to do? They've got to do something. And so,
Yeah. And every contractor is different.
yeah,
So if you don't know what you're doing, they can smell it.
they absolutely can. Yeah. The first thing they want to know is what's your budget, so they know whether to waste their time or not. And so I'm kind of in this weird situation where I'm happy to do the job for you because, like I said, I've gotta gotta eat. But I really love the part where I'm teaching and sharing knowledge. And so I'm right in that between space, but happy to help in any way I can.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And Marion, you had your hand up, and I see you put a question in the chat too. Yeah, the name of Norm's book is The Frugal Homeowner's Guide to Remodeling. And I think he's going to try to get a link for us in the chat there so you can check it out. Did you have a question or something you wanted to say other?
No, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see. And then Mayor a while ago asked if this was in St. Louis. I think you were referring to David's short sale there. Is that correct?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you could find that in St. Louis. St. Louis market is so hot.
David does pretty much everything in St. Louis, if I remember right, don't you, David? Other than lend money. Well, he looks like he can't maybe talk right now, but I know most of his deals come from around St. Louis area.
Oh.
The ones he actually does.
I had another question for him and for you. Is that I'd love to get into foreclosures, and I haven't met a lender who would lend me money prior to a foreclosure, so I could. I just, some of those foreclosures you need a lot of funds. So I'm wondering if anybody has any advice about that.
Well, I would just say sign up for David's free master class coming up at the end of the month because he does lend you the money to go right along with it. I know, we just briefly talked about that, but he has a very unique way of doing it, and I haven't seen anybody else quite do it like that. But it's I think you'd learn a lot just by going to the master class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see here. What's the name of Bennett's book? Okay, here. Okay, he's got a link in there for us. There we go. That's a big link.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Okay, and D. Smith, you got let's see, mobile home park for sale. Let's see. Are you where you can unmute yourself, D? I don't see you. Let's see here. Well, got a mobile home park.
Oh, there, I got it.
There you are. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
So my family has this mobile home park that's over just adjacent to the historic mounds, national parks, or Indian mounds, and it's been in the family a long time. And my little sister is thinking that she'd like to move it along. And of course it needs work, et cetera, et cetera. So I didn't know if anyone had any interest or guidance regarding that.
Yeah, let's see. That's over by Collinsville, you said?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
on Collinsville Road.
Collinsville Road. Okay. And how many units are in there? How many homes are there?
Well, she says she pays the license for 27 units, but I know that they're not all functional or in use.
Mm-hmm. That's a very unique business. A lot of people do very well with that. Um, do you have a price in mind for the whole thing, or do you
No, sir.
no?
I'm just starting to throw out questions and queries and looking for input.
Okay. You said 27 homes right now. So are they all privately owned, or are they rented, or is there a combination, or how is it set up right now? Do you
I think that's a little bit of both, and there are not 27 mobile homes there.
Right.
There are licensed, but there are she's taxed for 27 and she pays a tax for 27. So there are fewer functional spaces than 27.
Right. Okay. So it sounds like you have some room to expand. That takes the right kind of person for management. I do know that. I know a few people that's done them over the years, and it's not for everybody, but you could make a lot of money on them if you do it right. So that's a good opportunity. It's fairly close to St. Louis too, so you probably don't have a lot of issues filling them either. I wouldn't think if you're renting them or whether you're selling them. I know there's different ways to do that. And she probably collects some kind of lot rent, I would imagine, and then there might be some things to go with that, such as maybe I don't know, they probably have their own individual electric, but there might be trash or cable or something like that. Do you know anything about
Yes,
that?
yes. And again, it's an old property, so it needs work, needs TLC.
Okay. And what's the best way to get a hold of you, Dee?
I posted my phone number, sir, on
Yeah,
the
would you like to give it also verbally so anybody watching the replay might be able to jot
oh,
that down?
sure. It's 573 727 4411.
Okay.
D Smith, Smith.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Dee. It's a good opportunity for somebody there.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. John Collins, looks like you got your reminder today. I wanted to make sure we got those out. But
Yeah, I
you
appreciate it.
yeah, okay. You have a place for sale?
Yeah, I'm selling one of mine. I had a tenant moved out last week, and my plans was to sell it once she moved out. Uh, it's at 11097 Worcester Drive. That's Worchester Drive, St. Louis 63136. It's north of 270. I'd say it's kind of like between Blackjack and Spanish Lake in that area, but I think it's actually unincorporated. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, full basement. There's a room in the basement that could be another bedroom if somebody wanted to cut in a window for it, an egress window.
Okay. And what's the best way to get a hold of you, John? I see you put your number in here, but just for replays, please.
Yeah, it's John Collins. My number's 314-324-7621.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, John. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And it's probably best to text me would be preferable.
Yeah, I know a lot of times it's best to text first nowadays because I know if you're anything like me, you probably get a lot of those mysterious phone calls from people all over the place. So, all right. Okay. Let's see here. What class at the end of the month? Yeah, we're talking about having Norm Bennett come back and give us the scope. Let's see. The order of operations is what we were talking about on your rehabs, Kayla. So we don't have that. Or let's see. No, you're probably asking about David's class. Let's see. Um, yeah, David Randolph. He's still here somewhere. He has a master class, a free master class at the end of the month on short sales. So and that may be something you could use down in your area, Kayla, because I'm sure people down in Perryville have the same kind of things that we have going on here. That there's also some people that need short sales and maybe some foreclosures and things like that. So David's a good guy to learn from. He's been around and he's been a member of our group for a long time, and he knows a lot of the details on stuff on how to do this. Because short sales, I know, is not for everyone. A lot of people they get into it and then seems like it takes too long. But David kind of knows how to streamline this stuff because he's been doing it so long, and he's really good at it and makes a really good profit at it also. So hope that answered your questions. Please put the number. Okay, yeah, I see. You wanted the number? Yeah, so Dee, she's got the phone number in there for you. Link for yeah, I'll put the link back in there, Kayla. Let's see here. All right.
There is not a link yet for David's class because he doesn't have it scheduled yet.
You mean Norm?
It'll be in this Norm, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Here's David's right here. That's the 22nd, 3rd, and 4th of this month. And then Norm, we just haven't coordinated a time yet. We talked about Thursdays seem to work good for us on that. And things have been kind of crazy, but it has to be after Norm gets done golfing. He golfs every Thursday. So
got to keep your priorities right.
That's right. You can't mess with the schedules, you know. Yeah. No, it'd be probably about 1:30 again. We had it, I know, because we've had the classes before our trainings at 1 o'clock, but we had to make sure we give Norm enough time to get back and get ready for it. So 1:30 is about what we did before, and I'm sure it'll be about the same time as soon as we get it coordinated here. So. All right, let's see. Did I get everything there? Okay, anybody else have anything they'd like to share with us? A lot of good conversations, a lot of good opportunities here today.
What's Doug Augustine doing these days?
I'm sorry, what is what?
Doug Augustine, are you there?
Doug, yeah, there's Doug. I see him down here somewhere, or I did see him.
You still got that apartment house in South St. Louis? What you doing? Maybe
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm tech challenged here, so I'm pushing all kinds of stuff to get back to you. Not much. How have you been, Bobby?
Well, I've been better since I heard about this thing with Norm Bennett Consulting because contractors drive me crazy.
Well, I can't wait to link up with Norm Bennett and also go talk with Dee on this mobile home park. That really is my old past history is mobile home communities and so forth. So I'm looking forward to linking up with Dee Smith. Give her a call after this meeting. Unless she's going to be overwhelmed with all of us calling her. She probably will. Am I supposed to hit another button? Did I lose you guys?
What I'm wondering is, what did you do with that apartment building you had in South St. Louis?
We still have them. Everything's going fine. We're went through another property management transition and an additional rehab. We've finally got that on the rent rolls. We got 2 completed units in it, so that's a go. Everything else seems to be slowly progressing. It's one thing at a time, but we're doing well.
So are you still in St. Louis or are you transitioning back and forth?
I am still flying back and forth from Nevada. I am here right now in St. Louis.
Well,
and I think my honey buns Anne is still online somewhere. I don't know.
I see her. I see her there.
Yeah. So.
Well, just thanks for the update. We should get
no
together.
problem. Yeah, we'll have to get together soon.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see here. I see Melissa's up there too today. Join us. And you want to unmute yourself? And I know you got some roofs and some signs you might want to tell us about.
Sure. Hi there. I'm Melissa with One Way Roofing, and We can help with commercial, residential, roof, gutters, and siding in Illinois, Florida, and Missouri. My husband owns a sign shop, so if you need any lettering or anything for your vehicles, maybe yard signs or big flags advertising homes that are for sale, he can help you with that. His number is 636-928-8889. If you would like to text or call me for roof, gutters, or siding, my phone number is 314-504-1581. And this has been a great meeting. I am looking forward to meeting Norm myself because I kind of have the same mindset, like, whatever we can do to help the consumer not get taken advantage of by scrupulous contractor or unscrupulous contractors, yeah, that's right where I'm at. I love going to senior citizen events to try and help them not get taken advantage of. So if anybody needs any referrals or ideas on how to protect yourself and your property, I'd be happy to talk and just kind of give you some ideas on how to do your own due diligence to make sure that you're not taken advantage of.
Yeah, you guys would be a good match too to get together and talk, I'm sure, because I know you both a little bit and you both come
Yeah.
from a good place.
Yeah, and definitely the order of operation is very important. We're getting ready to do a roof next week, I think on Tuesday, and the real estate agent was adamant about getting the driveway completed immediately. And I was like, absolutely not. You're going to have to hold off on that until the roof is completed. No sense in putting a dumpster in the driveway when the driveway is getting completed. Just hold off and wait on that until the roof is done. So order of operation is very important.
And if could you repeat your phone number for us, please, Melissa, and maybe put it in the chat? I see Kayla would like it in the chat also. So
Sure. It's thank you. 314-504-1581.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and I need to know the name of the movie that Dave Soto was in because I didn't catch that.
I understand it was Shrek.
Okay.
Good one, Bobby. It was Gone Girl.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Gone Girl.
Yeah, I think he said Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Not Shrek.
Not Shrek. No, I'm not Shrek.
And Dave, do you want to, or you or Missy, you want to tell us about your property management company while we're talking to you here?
I'm going to let her talk to you about that. Then I'm going to brag on her for a minute, if that's okay with you.
That's great. Yes.
Guys, so as far as what we do, we're with Soto Property Solutions. We help with all of your rental sides of your rentals. So anything that you own, you need a tenant placed, some maintenance work done. You're tired of any of the headaches that come with, your everyday rentals with your tenants. That's where we come in. We handle all the 24/7 maintenance calls. We handle placing your tenants, doing all the screening, getting a good quality tenant in there for you. And then we also can take care of keeping up with the lawn or any of the snow that eventually will get here again. But that's what we do. So, and then if you have any properties that you want to sell, we can help you sell those as well, or we can help you buy properties to build that portfolio with us.
Very good. And what's the best way to get a hold of you, Missy?
You can call our office at 573-332-7686. My extension is 306. My email is missy@sotops.com. I'll put all of that in the chat as well.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
So we're a property management company that we manage properties on most of eastern Missouri. We go from Charleston, Sikeston, all the way up through Perryville, and then we jump up to Jefferson County and then up all through St. Louis. So what I want to brag about it is the fact that we are part of a group that helps develop business development managers. Like Missy, that's her main job, to bring in more properties for us to manage. And in this organization, she made last month the top five in the top five producers of the country for bringing in business. So very proud of her and very happy for her.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't know that, Dave.
Very
Yeah.
Wow. Very good. Well, we do have an all-star group today, don't we? Man, got movie stars and it's all kinds of celebrities. All right. Yeah, so you put that in there. Very good. Thank you very much. All right. Who else has something to share with us today? A lot of good information. I'll get the replay up as soon as I can because I know there's a lot we'll have to go back and relook at. And I know I can't keep up taking notes good enough, so I'll have to watch that myself just to make sure I jot everything down. And we are still working on the STLREIA. We're kind of revamping all that since we're restructuring everything. If you don't have your free membership, I would highly recommend go get that now while everything's still free because that's the way we're putting this together. We do have an insider's upgrade that we're doing, but don't worry, I wouldn't worry about that right now because I know some of you guys are already there, but let's see, we got a lot of the wealth library we're working on too. It's been a lot more than what we counted on or what I figured on, but everything is, but I'm not technical either. So we have to get the webmaster who's redoing all the stuff from the old format to the new one, and there's just a lot more to it. So anyway, get your free membership now, and I do have a lot of free things that we're putting together also. As you know, we keep this free too, so that's our plan for the future, is to keep everything on track as being just how it is right now. So, okay.
Hey, how will we know if we did do the free membership? I think we did.
Well, are you getting the emails from us right now?
Yeah.
Then you're on there, Dana.
All right, just making sure I did it. Okay.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, just make sure. That's why I put that in there. Just it doesn't. It only takes a minute to go in there and make sure that if you are a member for some reason, then they'll go ahead and it should let you know. So, but we do have a lot of stuff that we're putting together. It's been a little difficult though, because this time of year too, a lot of people are just not around in the summertime. In fact, we're going to be out of the country next week, but we're still going to have our meeting on Friday. So we'll see how that goes. I know we're going to be in a cruise ship, but we have the upgrade for the Wi-Fi. And I know last year it worked okay when we did that. So hopefully it'll work good again this time. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll
Sherry
be out
Moore?
of town next week as well. We won't be here. We'll be in another real estate meeting all day Friday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see you when you get back.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sherry Moore, you have a question about flipping and buying and holding in Kirkwood?
Yes, I'm unfamiliar. I'm new to this, new real estate investor. I've been looking at some properties in Kirkwood, but I wasn't sure if anybody had any advice or experience or things that I should be looking out for when it comes to flipping and buying and holding in Kirkwood in particular.
Well, that's an open-ended question there. There's a lot to it.
I'm not sure if anybody has experience in that area or if they'd be willing to share their experience.
The biggest thing that I've seen, and I haven't personally done any of my rehabs in Kirkwood, but what I hear from others is, land value is so high that a lot of times you see people just tearing down the house. Okay. But you got to watch out. New regulations went in place that doesn't allow certain kinds of construction now. So before you make that purchase, you really need to have a contingency in your contract that you're able to go to the whatever local board township thing and make sure that they're either allowing a rehab or allowing a rental or a tear down. So I think they got mad that people were tearing down houses or something. So I don't know the exact like thing there, but that was a big thing you got to watch out for in Kirkwood is your exit strategy and getting that cleared before you buy the house.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great point, David. The regulations now, I know a couple of people that got into things and the rules were different a few years ago than they are now. So that is something definitely to know about. So thank you. Oh, Dana, make sure you guys are members. I'd go there and sign up because I just got a note that you might not be in the membership now since we changed. So just be sure of that.
Okay, thank you.
Certainly. Okay, Marion's got to leave. Bye, Marion. Good seeing you. Yulinda, yes, you have a event coming up at the end of the month too. Good to see you. I didn't see you sneak in there. So maybe
Yes,
you
I
can
was a
tell us
little
about it.
late today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our the St. Louis Metro Housing Collective. Our landlord event is coming up on Wednesday, July 29th. It's open to everyone and it is free to attend. We just ask that you register so we can have an idea of how many people will attend. We will be providing a continental breakfast and a lunch. So hope to see as many of you there as possible. We will have speakers and it's going to be a good event. It's at the Cardinal Regali Center this time.
And where is that at, Yulinda? The Cardinal Regatta Center.
I don't remember the exact address.
That's
It
okay.
is South City, but it is in that link that I just put in the chat.
Very good. And that's on the 29th, correct?
The 29th, July 29th. It's on a Wednesday. Registration starts at 8:30 and we start the event at 9.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And John and Laura, I'd like to change my address. I think my emails for this meeting are going to my business address, and I prefer that. It used to come to the personal email address, but now it's going to the business email address, and I don't check that as often.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you send me which email address you would like, and I'll make sure we have it on there.
You can say, yeah, or send it to my email that I just popped in there too.
Okay, thanks, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, John.
Hey, Linda. I just want to tell you,
Hi.
I want to tell you, this is James and Dana. Just
Hi,
want to let
James and
you know
Dana.
that your grandson did a great job over the tuck pointing on our property. He made it look real nice, and they
Excellent
came
job.
in
I
and did
like
what
it.
they wanted, what we wanted. So we were pleased.
Great.
So
Oh,
just wanted to let
I
you know.
need a tuck pointer. What's this
I am
phone
happy to
number?
hear that.
Put his phone. What's this phone number? I need a tuck pointer really
I'll put
bad.
it in the chat, David.
Yes.
I'll put his name
Thank
and number in
goodness.
the chat. And
Hard to
thank
find.
you, Dana and James. I will let him know that. He'll be happy to
Oh,
hear
you're
that.
welcome.
Thank you.
Would you like to
Yeah.
also mention that verbally, Yulinda, for anybody watching the replay, if you want to give out his information?
Yes. Believe it or not, I have to look it up.
That's okay.
Yeah. I just when I call him, I just click his name. So hold
You
on
just
one
click his name. I know how that is. Yeah. I didn't know
Um,
Laura's phone number for many years.
no.
Yeah, we
His,
won't get into that story.
his name is Yahosef or Prince Yahosef Israel, and his phone number is 314-536-2487. And the name of his business is, I think it's Principal Builders. But I'll put all of that in the chat for everyone also.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
got
very good.
Yolanda. He said the principal builder is uh I think he has to doing business as, but he also called
Yes.
American Restoration Team or something like that.
Yeah,
So
right.
ask
Something
him when
like
you call him, he'll tell you.
right. He'll tell you. Sorry.
No,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
Good stuff to know. Tuck pointers are when you need them, you need them.
Linda, is that event going to be recorded at all? I will be on a much needed vacation. But I'm very interested in that.
No, it will not be recorded and it will not be on Zoom, unfortunately. But I can keep you updated for our next event, if that's okay.
I would absolutely love that because
And
if I was home, I would definitely be there. So yes, I would love that.
okay, all right. Also, and you pronounce your name Kayla?
It's pronounced Kayla.
Kayla. That link, I think that link I posted will also take you to the St. Louis Metro Housing Collective website, and you can sign up and you'll be notified. If not, I will put that link in the chat also.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And that is a good one to sign up for also, I might add, because they do keep you updated and you guys have an event, what, once a year, Linda? Is that what it is now?
It looks like it's gonna be once a year. I'm not sure. I think we might go back to twice a year. Yeah, I think, and some of the other members think twice a year was better. This is our first time trying the once a year, but I think we will go back to twice a year. I hope so. I'm gonna mention it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good list to be on, and they do have some Zoom meetings, Kayla, now and then that we're on.
Yeah, we do. We have a Zoom meeting, Kayla, on the fourth Thursday of every month. And I will put the link for the Metro Housing Collective, and you can sign up and get notified for those.
Thank you very much, Linda.
And one more thing. One of the things that one of the presentations is going to be on shared housing, and I think that's going to be really interesting and very informative.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who else has something for us today? I see Victoria there. How you doing, Victoria? I didn't see you earlier.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
I was on and then I had to pop off because I was meeting a contractor. So
A lot of contractor stuff today.
yeah, I got some good numbers too. So I'm thankful for all the people that made some suggestions because they were all people that I need as well. So I did want to mention to Sherry, you said you're a new investor. One of the services that I offer, I'm a professional interior designer and I'm also a flipper. I offer design and real estate consulting. So, for example, if you're looking at flips, if you're looking at a house and you're not sure what you need to do with it, you don't know if it's maybe a good option, I can walk the property with you and make suggestions for what I would recommend on everything inside the house, everything outside the house. I know just as much, if not more, than most contractors. So I'm not just as a designer, but I also know how everything needs to work together and pricing. So that's something that a lot of investors love. As far as one of my services, I've probably some of the people in this group I've done consultations for, and they really like it because, the money that you spend getting my consultation, you'll make back immediately because I'm also going to make recommendations for you on what to save and what not to save. So you'll save money in the long run. And most investors are shocked at some of the things that I'll mention because it's things that they would have never thought of. And all of my flips have been profitable. So, I do have a proven track record of uh, having profitable flips myself. So if you're interested, you can contact me at 872-444-6681. The name of my company is Inspired House. You can check out my website. It's inspiredhouserenos.com. You can see some of my flips on there. I still need to update it with more. But yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, I'd love to help you out and anyone else that's on the call.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you, Victoria. And if you don't mind putting that in the chat also for anybody writing that down. It'd
Sure.
be helpful too. Right. I see Linda's got a tuck pointer in there. That's good. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Okay. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share with us?
I have a quick
John.
question.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Mary.
Oh, okay. So basically, I am wondering if anybody has experience buying empty lots in good neighborhoods and dumping, let's say, a prefab home on it.
Well, I think that's it depends on your area, Mayor. Because different if you're getting into municipalities, that's you're going to have to. I know we talked a little bit about Kirkwood, but all the areas are very specific to that. And you do need to know ahead of time what's allowed, what's not allowed.
Right.
There's a lot of lots around. In fact, the tax sales are all coming up, and we've gotten a lot of them over the years. That's a good way to do it. You just got to make sure it's cost effective is the main thing.
Right.
So, did anybody else have anything they want to share on that? I mean, we've done a lot of lots over the years.
I mean, this one is a tax sale this is a tax sale lot that I'm looking to acquire, and it's on Dalton Avenue in St. Louis. It's in a pretty nice neighborhood.
Yeah, what zip code is that? Do you know?
I mean, I'll
Yeah, it's okay. The main thing, though, I would find.
2703 Dalton Avenue, St. Louis City.
Yeah,
I don't
I
really
would
know.
find out what's allowed and what's not allowed before you did anything there.
How does he
Okay.
find out what's allowed?
You have to call this whatever the municipality is.
St. Louis City.
If it's St. Louis County, they should have some of the stuff online. But then see, St. Louis County, there's all them other incorporated areas. I know Victoria ran into a few of those down in that what was it? I always want to call it Greenway. That's not it. It's
Green Park.
Green Park. Yeah, that's just stuck in my head. So, but anyway, I know there's things you just need to know like that because you can get into stuff and they don't really want to, we had an inspector a few years ago saying not to call them grandfather clauses, but just existing laws because they do change it from time to time. You do got to know what's going on with those. As far as manufactured homes, and things like that, some of them allow a lot of different things, some of them don't. You really need to know, and it is sometimes even neighborhood by neighborhood. So
Right.
that's a lot of the due diligence. The other thing is if you buy on a tax sale and you put something else on there, is your title really going to be clear? Because it's different also. You may have to go through the quiet title process. Dale Sweet's a good one, attorney for that in St. Louis and St. Louis County. He does as many as anybody. He's a good one to know on that. But there's things that you just got to make sure it's going to be something you could really do because you can get in over your head real quickly with some of that stuff.
Right. Yeah, by the way, the zip code is 63139.
39. Okay, that's like yeah, that's okay. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some rules there. I would check into that before I bought anything there.
Yeah.
That's like Dogtown neighborhood, I think, right
Right.
down around there by closer to the zoo.
Yeah.
Good neighborhoods. You just got to know ahead of time because otherwise you could get stuck with a lot. And then you'll also want to see about things like grass cutting fees, weed abatement, and all that. Check with the municipality before you buy that because sometimes, and even sewer bills. We just had a thing on the Missouri tax sale seminar a couple weeks ago. They had a big ruling on the tax sales here with on a tax property with that, but they're still getting tax bills. And now it's like a $10,000 property. The last bill they had even last month was $35,000 and they just keep adding them up, even though it was ruled against them. So there's a lot of things to know when you start doing that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But that's a good way to get them too. And the tax sales are coming up in Missouri, fourth Monday in August, and something I always look forward to every year. The list will all start coming out probably this next week or so. So start gathering your list in all the counties in Missouri. Some of them, about half of them, they put online, half of them they don't. Some of them you have to call in, they'll even mail them to you. Some of them you have to stop in the office. And then all the sales are on the same day at the same time in every county. except St. Louis that still has sealed bids, which makes absolutely no sense. And that still might be unconstitutional the way they do that. They started that during COVID. But to me, it doesn't make any sense, and to a lot of other people, because it's a sealed bid. And if there's a property you get off the list, you have to send guaranteed funds into the county. Then they will let you know several weeks or even sometimes a couple of months down the road if you were the high bidder or not. In the meantime, your funds are all tied up. So, but the way the Chapter 140 for the state of Missouri says, they're supposed to have it on the courthouse stairs, okay, at the same, on that fourth Monday, but they are not doing that. So some of the attorneys a couple weeks ago were telling us that's probably unconstitutional. So I don't know. I don't send my money in like that. That doesn't make any sense to me. And the other thing they were talking about too is if you send your money into St. Louis County and they don't give it back in time, you could possibly miss your disclosures that are notifications you're supposed to send out to the people, because by law you have a certain amount of time to send out your notifications to them, and sometimes that crosses in the mail and you don't get them back in time. So you just be aware of all that stuff. There's a lot more to it than just going to the tax sale and buying a property. But it's a great time and a great way to do it. So I love it. I get real excited about it coming up, and we'll talk more about that in the next few weeks as we get closer to.
What's the best way for me to just make sure that there's no sewer bills backing up?
You could just call them and find out, get the parcel number on there and just see what's involved. They sometimes they will tell you when you get the property, sometimes they will not. I mean, I've seen it go both ways. It used to be that all the liens were wiped out. That's not necessarily true, because by the what they actually tell you is everything should get wiped out except for IRS liens, but that's not true. Grass cutting fees are another big one. Demolition fees. I've seen properties, even in some of the small towns, that had $10,000 demolition fee. Actually, demolition fees now are closer to $18,000 to $20,000, and that can be a deal breaker if you're only paying $500 or $1,000 for a lot. And then maybe $1,000 for a quiet title, but they tack on 15 or 20,000 bucks. The lot might not be worth that much.
Right.
There's just things you definitely need to know. I would start with the municipality is what I would do. Then the other thing is too, when you get the stuff off the list, they always talk about this a couple weeks ago. In fact, he was at our event also in June, beginning of June, talking about the parcels. If going by the legal description might not be what you think you're buying, because there's been a lot of people buy the alley when they think they're buying the house and things like that. I've seen a lot of that over the years too. So that's the other thing you got to be aware of, because there's some properties people have bought them several times at the tax sales over the years, and it's just a little sliver of land, and you're not getting what you thought you were getting.
All right, thank you.
So sure. Yeah, and let us know about that, Mayor, too, what you come up with, because it's always
Yeah.
we can all learn from everything like that. Hopefully not learning from your mistake, but learning what you find out in the meantime.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks. All right. Anybody else got anything today? A lot of good conversations. I'll get the replay up as soon as I can. In the meantime, make sure if you haven't signed up, go ahead and sign up for David Randolph's master class, the 3-day master class here at the end of the month. I just put the link in there again. And a lot of good things coming up. This is a busy time of year. A lot of people are on vacations, but a lot of us are still out doing stuff, which is good to see y'all. So anybody else has anything? Otherwise, I would be respectful of your time. It's a little bit after the hour. So,
John.
Okay, bon voyage. Have a great cruise.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Yeah, and stay safe. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, Bobby, did you have something you wanted to say before we go?
Yeah, a question. There's a house next to one of my rentals that's been vacant for 4 or 5 years, and people are starting to break the windows and stuff. It's got nice windows and everything, but they're a couple of years behind on taxes, and I'm desperate to do something about it because there's a giant sweet gum tree between our two houses, and I guess my question is, the best way probably to go after it is to go directly to the current owner instead of going through all the tax stuff. You think?
Is it coming up for the tax sales? You said a couple of years behind, but
Well,
is
it's
how many years?
It's 2 years behind.
Okay, it should not be. It's St. Louis County or city?
Right.
County. Okay.
County.
Yeah, it takes 3 years.
St. Louis County.
It takes 3 years of back taxes to come up to the first year tax sale. Okay. And then if you were to buy it at the tax sale, you only get the certificate, which is all you'd get anyway at any of the years. I would go to the owner, and you'd probably start with you need to find the owner of record. That's not always who's paying the taxes, though. I've had several people give me properties over the years where they didn't own them because maybe their grandfather did, but they were paying taxes, and they were the ones on the address and looked like they were paying the taxes, but they're not the owner. You need to find out who the owner is. I would go there and start with whoever's on the tax. You can look that up. St. Louis County is pretty easy to look up. Look at the tax records right there, and they'll tell you whoever's paying the taxes, and I would start there. It's a good place to start, but I would contact them. I would not go probably to the county on something like that to find out accurate information anyway. So
Hey,
hopefully
John, did you say that St. Louis County has over-the-counter properties too?
they do theirs a little different, Nicole. They do like a couple times a year. They don't really just do them where you could walk in and buy them. They do them on a bid amount. I know, Eric, are you still there? You did one a couple years ago, or recently, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a closed bid. I just did another one, maybe about a couple of months ago. It's a closed bid.
And how is that process, Eric? What did you have to do to actually acquire that?
Well, what you could do, you go online to St. Louis County, and there's a list. And then once you get the list, they got also another sheet of paper where you bid on this particular property. And then you have to go down to the county and put in a drop box and a sealed envelope. So that's how you would do it.
Did you bring cash down there, or did you give them a check, or how?
No, I didn't. This was like post third cash, post third. So I didn't have to put any money in at the time.
You just put your bid in.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you tell them how much you're willing to bid.
Okay. And how long was it before they let you know that, Eric?
Well, I did about a couple of months ago. I haven't heard nothing yet.
Okay.
But the first one, the one that I did get something back on, it was almost a year.
Wow.
Okay.
Long time.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Okay.
Eric, during that time, were you able to do your due diligence on the property, like, to make sure that it was a viable asset investment for yourselves?
Yes, I did. What you can do at the county, they got where you can check out the liens.
Okay. And were you able to go over to the house and get inside of it, or is that?
Well, actually, this was a lot, so I was able to drive by there.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Dana, did you have a question? You and James there? I see your hands up.
Yeah, I'm a little okay. Was it Eric that had the house on Worcester?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, that was John. Okay, I was thinking it was you that had it, but I put John Collins, so I was just making sure I had the right person. Okay.
Yeah, John Collins had the place on Worcester Drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sure. All right. Anybody else have anything for us today? If not, I appreciate everybody coming in. A lot of good conversations. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week then. So thanks,
you.
everybody.
Thanks. See you guys later.
Thank you. Goodbye.